Jurassic World 4 is stampeding its way into theaters next year, on July 2nd, 2025. Gareth Edwards is directing, David Koepp is writing, Steven Spielberg and Frank Marshall are executive producing, Scarlett Johansson is in talks to star, but there are still some unknowns. Who's going to shoot this film? Who will create the visual effects? Who's going to fill the rest of the cast? Who's going to be creating sound? Who will compose the music? Music, both orchestral and otherwise, is an integral bone in the Jurassic skeleton, and an irreplaceable part of the art and filmmaking that go into creating all of the films we love. When it comes to the narrative mediums of film and television, fans of Jurassic have experienced scores from the greatest film composer of all time, John Williams, the amazing Double D Don Davis, the inimitable Michael Giacchino, and incredibly gifted newcomers like Amie Doherty and Leo Birenberg. Whoever is brought on board by Gareth Edwards and producers to create the musical world for the next Jurassic film will be joining some pretty fantastic dinosaur music company. Will it be someone familiar or someone new? My hope and my bet is on some new blood, but we shall see. Welcome back to Jurassic Outpost. My name is Caleb. Let's talk about who we think should be the composer for the next Jurassic movie. John Williams, the obvious choice. And while we know the GOAT, Johnny Williams, coming back to Jurassic isn't too likely to happen, we had to take the time to mention it and dream for a second about John Williams' Jurassic music. Jurassic Park, The Lost World, near the top of his most iconic scores. Imagine if he came back, even just to write a new theme or piece of music like he did exceptionally well for Solo. He has returned to other franchises to continue his musical legacy before, so it wouldn't be unheard of. The circumstances, timing, and story would all have to line up. Regardless, we'll always have Malcolm's journey as the underscore to one of the best Jurassic moments.
5 deaths, he says.
Amie Doherty. The next choice on our list is the composer of Jurassic World's short film Battle at Big Rock, which was a hit with pretty much every Jurassic fan. It was a great display of the awe and terror that comes with dinosaurs being loose in the world, solidified by Amie's use of Jurassic musical themes, both classic and new. Musically, she goes from the Jurassic World theme to Utter Terror to the Jurassic Park and Lost World themes, all within about 10 minutes. Her Jurassic experience combined with her work since then on projects like Spirit Untamed, Undone, and She-Hulk demonstrate her command of the orchestra and her thematic skills, making her a perfect choice for a future Jurassic movie. Sarah Schachner. Composer of the Predator franchise film Prey, Sarah Schachner is next on our list. She also created the scores for The Lazarus Effect, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and 2, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Anthem, and multiple other video games and series. She has experience adapting previous thematic material into new projects with Prey, while simultaneously creating something fresh and new. On top of her experience in the science fiction realm, her video game music is top-notch, emotional, and action-packed. She could be a great musical fit for the next Jurassic. Leo Birenberg and Zach Robinson. Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous composer Leo Birenberg would be a solid talent to call upon for the next Jurassic film. His work over 5 seasons and nearly 50 episodes of the show contains some excellent Jurassic music, fitting in perfectly with the island settings and dinosaurs throughout. He and his scoring partner, Zach Robinson, have worked recently on Cobra Kai, Twisted Metal, and Weird, the Al Yankovic story. Their modern style with familiar orchestral elements could work well with a modern Jurassic story. Not to mention, having another composer with a bit of Jurassic experience would be great. We can't wait to see what Leo Birenberg does with his music for Jurassic World Chaos Theory.
This high up, it's not like whatever wreck's there can even see us. It sees us!
The next composer finds himself on our list in part because he has experience working with director Gareth Edwards on his latest feature, The Creator. No doubt you'll recognize the name of legendary musician and film composer Hans Zimmer. He's created countless iconic scores for films like Pirates of the Caribbean, The Lion King, The Dark Knight, Inception, Interstellar, Dune, and Gladiator, to name only a few. His music from Backdraft was used in an incredible trailer for the Lost World Jurassic Park, so technically he has touched Jurassic before. His connection to Gareth and iconic, engrossing music are big upsides, and while his more modern style doesn't really fit Jurassic at all, in my opinion, his more orchestral music in the past would give me hope if he were chosen to score the next Jurassic. James Newton Howard, composer for amazing films like Disney's Dinosaur, Atlantis, The Hunger Games, Signs, and the 2005 King Kong remake. He has a strong musical argument to score a Jurassic film. Howard's music exudes adventure and suspense in its brass fanfares, sweeping strings, and the overall power he provides the orchestra with his writing. He's written breathtaking music for dinosaurs more than once already, but is also clearly able to create chilling and exciting music for science fiction, fantasy, and adventure stories. Listening to his score for Dinosaur recently, I would be very excited at the prospect of his take on a Jurassic score.
What's the matter?
There's a monster outside my room. Can I have a glass of water?
Composers Talve and Anže Rozman are no strangers to creating music for dinosaurs in wild global habitats. Their score for the Apple TV Plus series Prehistoric Planet is massive, grand, and majestic, and they even created their own dinosaur instruments to add to the orchestra. Outside of dinosaurs, their work, both separately and together, ranges from The Simpsons to Faraway Downs to BBC's The Planets. Kara and Anže enjoy creating excitement and wonder with their music, and the vast emotional and stylistic range in their Prehistoric Planet score alone provides an intriguing foundation should they ever get the opportunity to score a Jurassic project. Another composer who has followed in John Williams' footsteps while also paving a path of her own is Natalie Holt. She took on the Star Wars universe with her score for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and has also scored exciting projects like The Princess, Marvel's Loki series, Nightfall, and a project unfortunately shelved by idiot execs at Warner Brothers, Batgirl. Regardless, she did a fantastic job carrying on John Williams' styles and themes in Obi-Wan Kenobi. That, and her engaging, mysterious style on Loki, would have me very intrigued to hear her take on some Jurassic music. Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation, Jack Reacher, and The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then the Bigfoot all boast music by composer Joe Kraemer. While those titles may not sound too related to Jurassic, their music certainly is. Kramer's grasp of traditional orchestra and use of brassy motifs and rhythmic strings could be great for a Jurassic adventure. His somewhat old-school approach to huge action set pieces and more intimate moments of espionage in Mission Impossible, followed by the danger and uncertainty his music aids in Jack Reacher, could pair very well with a science fiction dinosaur story, likely filled with international intrigue and suspense. Last on our list, but certainly not least, is Alexandre Desplat, a solid orchestral composer who is extremely creative thematically and in his choice of instruments. Not to mention, he's worked with the man, the myth, the Gareth on a reptile movie before. His score catalog speaks for itself, with intense and bombastic action music for Godzilla, sweeping emotional music for the final 2 Harry Potter film installments, and quirky tunes for many Wes Anderson films. He also created suspenseful yet poignant music for The Shape of Water and engaging thriller music for Argo. My gut says the next Jurassic score has a good chance of coming from the mind of Desplat. His experience with director Gareth Edwards is valuable, and his ability to work in orchestra to create captivating, thematic music, no matter the genre, could make a flawless pairing with Jurassic. So, that's our list of the top composers we think could score the next Jurassic World 4. However, there are a few honorable mentions who may also find their way to a new Jurassic project in the future. Jean-Luc Bontemps, affectionately known as JB, pardon my amateur French pronunciation, composer of Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, Henry Jackman, Marvel and Jumanji composer, Ludwig Göransson, known for his sweeping hybrid scores for Black Panther, The Mandalorian, and Oppenheimer, Christoph Beck, composer of Marvel projects and other great orchestral works, John Powell of How to Train Your Dragon, Bourne, and Solo: A Star Wars Story fame, and of course, a name that could still happen for Jurassic, Michael Giacchino, whose bombastic, sweeping, and epic music left a large dinosaur footprint on the Jurassic World trilogy. Giacchino has been the Jurassic composer for 3 films now. Would it make sense for him to just simply continue on? He started out in the world of Jurassic by scoring the Lost World and Warpath Jurassic Park video games, before making his way onto bigger things. Similarly, Amie Doherty and Leo Birenberg have composed music for smaller Jurassic projects, and it could be a perfect time for them to move on to bigger projects as well. While I'm hoping for some new blood in the Jurassic musical world, Giacchino's experience with Jurassic and Gareth Edwards keeps him in the possible conversation going forward. But we'll have to see which composer nature, or the producers and studio, chooses to create the music for the next Jurassic story. Who do you think should be the composer for Jurassic World 4? Who did we miss on our list? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and thank you so much for watching this video on Jurassic Outpost. See you in the next one.